Last class we have discussed about the feature of 741 op-amps IC, and in this class we will discuss about the inverting and non-inverting configuration of amplifiers and differential amplifiers. And instrumentation amplifiers, different type of amplifiers we will discuss in this class. So first we will see the inverting amplifiers. In inverting amplifiers, the input is applied on negative terminals of the amplifier. Input is applied on the negative terminals of the amplifier. This is the feedback resistance. This is the feedback resistance. R1 is R1 is input resistance. Input resistance. This is the non-inverting terminal is grounded. This is a non-inverting terminal. That is a grounded. Non-inverting terminal, that is a grounded. Analysis, we can do the simply assume that in ideal op amp analysis, for the differentiate VD, the differentiate voltage between the inverting and non-inverting, मतलब V positive minus V negative terminal equal to VD. This is the VD. Then again, because of virtual ground conditions, here 0, so here is 0. Due to virtual ground, it must be here is also 0. So the current flow from here, then how much current will flow from here? This must suppose current I equal to V in divided by R in. This much current flow through. This much current will flow through the here. This is the V in. This is the V in. Yes, we can say this can be said with that is the I1, because there is no current flow inside the op amp. No current flow inside this op amp. There is no current flow inside this op amp. There is no current flow here. This is the virtual ground. Here 0, so here is also, and here is also 0. There is no current flow from up to here. Then that current go from here, because no current flow from the same current flow from here to here, V in. So the output terminals, there is no current at all. The terminals flowing through R must be same. R and R1 means input, and here current will be same because no current flow inside the op amp IC. So output the V equal to, so using the KVL output V equal to, how will write the output V equal to? Using this diagram we can write the output V equal to this from here to here. So output V equal to 0 minus this, we can output V equal to, we can write 0 minus V output equal to RF into IN. This is the V output. Because the current flow from here to here in this loop, so so we can write this is the V0. This is the V0. So again we can rearrange this output equal to IN into RF. What the IN? We have also got V in via RN. V in via RN into I RF. So new page we will see overall this how it will be calculated on the based on this. So initially suppose that this we can take the loop from the current is going from here to here in this way, so we can write here V0 minus V output equal to I in current into RF voltages. Then what the IF current V output, what the IF current V in divided by RN into RF, because the current here in current in R1 R input resistance and feedback resistance must be same, because there is no current flow from the op-amp inside the op-amp IC. So we can write direct output equal to inverting minus this RF via RF, this is the RF via RN into Vin, this is the called it Vin. So what the then output we can write again, rearrange V0 divided by we can write V0, what is the again we can rearrange this terms, this is the V0 divided by Vn equal to minus RF via Rn. So this is the called it gain, closed loop gain of amplifier. This is the so this ratio closed loop gain of amplifier we can write this equal to minus RF via Rn. This is the called closed loop gain, closed loop gain. This is the called it closed loop gain. This is the in case of amplifier. So this was the in case of inverting amplifier. In case of non-inverting amplifier, so this is the this is the non-inverting amplifier. In non-inverting amplifier, we applied the input on non-inverting terminal. This is the non-inverting terminals. Input is applied on non-inverting terminals, and inverting terminal is grounded. So what is the voltage? This voltage using the virtual ground condition, the same voltage V in will be here. V in because of virtual ground condition, V positive terminals equal to V negative terminals, V negatives, due to virtual ground, due to virtual ground, due to virtual ground. So here the signal is applied to positive input terminals, and feedback is given to the amplifier without inverting input signals, hence is called non-inverting. Non-inverting means input is applied on a non-inverting terminal. In inverting terminal is a grounded. So again we apply the KVL for driving that closed loop gain. So how we apply the KVL? This suppose this is the 0, here 0 is there, here V in is there. So what the current flow from here suppose that this is the current flow from here to here. Otherwise we can apply the node on this node on this terminals. We can apply the KVL on this terminals. apply the KBL on this terminal. So how we can write here Vn minus V0 via Rn plus Vn minus, suppose this we have assumed the current is flowing from here, so current is flowing from also here, so we can take the KBL and so current from here, so this terminal minus 0 divided by R1, which current going from here to here, this terminal Vn minus V0 divided by R2 equal to 0. This is the KCL, this is the not KVL, this is the KCL, not KVL. So we have applied, this is the KCL on this loop. KCL on this loop. The KCL definition, this is the equal to loop. So and then we can arrange these equations Vn divided by Rn plus Vi via R2 equal to V2 via R2. Then we can take the V in common, then 1 via Rn or its other name is Rin. So this is the Rn plus 1 via R2 equal to V0 via R2. Again we will rearrange these equations and we will rearrange the V output. We can write as a 1 plus R2 via R1. This is the called it closed loop gain of non-inverting amplifier, closed loop gain of non-inverting amplifier. The gain can be adjusted to unity or more as proper by selecting the, if we put the R2 or RF is 0 here, so then by putting the R2 equal to 0, so we can put here this R2, if the we put R2 equal to 0, if we put R2 equal to R2 or RF equal to 0, so then this term become to 0, then V output, so this term we can make a short circuit by putting the 0 input is here, so we can, so V input is out, whatever we are applying the input, that will be appear the same as the output. That is called it buffer. So output of voltage follower input voltage exactly, hence so this circuit is called it output follower. Input voltage it exactly transferred into the output voltage. This circuit is called a voltage follower. The voltage follower is obtained from the non-inverting amplifier. By putting the non-inverting amplifier, the feedback resistance must be 0. If we provide the feedback resistance 0 and input resistance must be infinite, so that time our non-inverting amplifier will behave like a voltage follower circuits, or sometimes it is also called a buffer circuits. So where whatever input we are applying on that, so exact that will appear at the output terminals. Voltage follower used as a buffer for impedance matching. Sometimes we need to match the impedance. We don't want to change the input and output. Output. Whatever input we have applied, same should be appeared at the output. So this circuit is sometimes used to do impedance matching to conduct high impedance source to low impedance load. That's application of load. So next we will discuss the differential amplifiers. What we have discussed about the until we have discussed inverting mode. So we have discussed about the inverting mode. This was the we have already discussed about the inverting mode where we are applying the input at the inverting mode. Second, we have just discussed the non-inverting modes where we are applying the inputs at the positive terminals and negative terminals is being grounded. Next configuration we will discuss about the differential amplifier. In differential amplifier, the input will be applied both inverting and non-inverting terminals. Our previous discussion we have discussed inverting and non-inverting where we are applying only one input, only one terminal's inputs and other terminal will be grounded. Here we can apply two inputs to different terminal of the differential amplifiers. So the main function of the differential amplifier, it amplifies the change between the two inputs voltages. It amplifies करेगा changes the two input voltages, but so this is the diagram of differential amplifier. Here input is applied on this terminals and output is applied also at another input applied another terminals. This article gives about the differential amplifier which so this was the diagram of the differential amplifier. This is the diagram of differential amplifier. We can see the output of by using the KVL is here because this V and VB must be equal for in case of ideal op amp. So we can use one KVL equation here and another KVL equations here. And rearrange it and we can find the output of this amplifier also. We can direct, so I am writing direct output is here. So how we can find equal to 1 plus R4 divided by R2 into divided by 1 plus R3 into R2 minus. So in this way we can find it their outputs. So we can write the output of this circuit like this. This output equal to this output the output via input equal to 1 plus R4 via R2 into Vin divided by 1 plus R2 via R3 by R2 minus R3 by R2 into Vin. This is the direct we can write the output of this differential amplifier. Next we will discuss about the differentiator. What is the differentiator and how where it can be used. The circuit which output voltage waveform the differentiation of input will come. Whatever input we have applied here, that this circle will differentiate that waveform's output. So this is the circuit or differentiation this is the capacitor circuits, they connected in a series with the input voltage. This is the feedback resistance R1. Here current I1 flow from here. So this is ideally the current I1 flow in that direction. The same current will be from here, because there is no current will flow inside the op-amp IC in case of ideal op-amp circuits. So here how we can we can use the KVL equation to drive this input and output relations. How we can use, because here this is the input and output, both current are same, I1 equal to I2 because there is no inside current. So what is the I1? The current flow through the capacitors. How can we write the current flow from the capacitor? C equal to, what the difference between the capacitors voltages? C equal to C into dV by dt. Change in voltages. What is the voltage? This initial voltage is 0 and next voltage is V2. Initial voltage is the V1. Initial voltage is the V1 and next stage is a, because this is the circuit is grounded, so 0 is here. Using the virtual grounded, 0 is also here. V2 is also 0. V2 is also be 0. So then V in minus, we can write V in minus 0. What is the IF? IF equal to, this is the 0 minus V2. How can we write the IF? 0 minus V0 divided by R, and we can rearrange this using the rearrange this V if equal to minus RC via into dB via dt. This is the dB input, means RC into this is the RC into this is the RC into, it is written here, output is differentiation of input here. So output is differentiation of, suppose this is the input waveform, square waveform is there. If we differentiate this waveforms, it is spike will come. This is RC differentiator. So V output equal to V input given negative instantaneous output changes V. The circuit differentiator amplifier. This circuit is a waveform, second order differential amplifier. It look like the input signal. Again we can also solve this. So this is the differential RC differentiate the single first order differentiator circuit is this. The signal input will be differentiated properly if we apply the time period T, input signal less than RC. Condition of this, we will get the exact output, correct output, proper output if the time period of the input signal less than what is the signal we have applied it. Suppose this signal we have applied it, its time period is a T, up to here time with this time period, the input signal is larger or equal to the so this T must be greater than equal to R dot C. R is the feedback, this RF is the feedback resistance, this R is the feedback resistance, this RC is a capacitor, means for getting the proper output. As frequency changes, the gain changes. So at higher frequency, circuit is highly susceptible at higher frequency noise and get the amplifiers both high frequency noises and problems that can be corrected by adding the few components. What is the integrator? A circuit in which output voltage waveform is integral of the input voltage waveforms. It's called integrator. It's shown figure. Until we have discussed about the differentiator. Now we will discuss about the integrator. A circuit which is output waveform is integral of the input waveform. Here, when we want to differentiate the input waveforms, then we can use a differentiator. If we want to integrate the input waveform, then we can use the integrator. This is the diagram of integrated circuit. In integrated circuit diagram, the capacitor used in a feedback system. This is the capacitor used in a feedback system. But in a differential, it was a capacitor was used at the input terminals. Here, the capacitor used the feedback systems. Again, we will derive this equation. This is because this here is 0, so here is also 0. So using virtual ground condition, here is also 0, here 0. So how will because there is no current flow from here, no current flow from whatever current flow from here, the same current will be flow here. So this is the, suppose that I1 equal to IF. What is the I1? V in minus V0 divided by R1. What is the I2? Current through the capacitor. How we can write? This is the C. What is the N? Because here input voltage using our 0 is here. So dV by dt 0 minus V output, 0 minus V output. So we can rearrange V in via R1 equal to C minus dV via d0 via dt so so integrate both sides. Again we can integrate this both sides, this equation. Integrate V in divided by Rn equal to minus C integration of if we integrate both sides, how we'll do this? So integration of V in by Rn equal to integration of minus C dV via dt minus C dV by dt. So integration of V in via Rn equal to C into this integration cancel the differences because C is a constant resistance. So this is the C V0 directly here. So we can direct V0 and we can multiply C in this side. So minus 1 via RC into integration of V input. So this is the, whenever we want to integrate the input, so we can use this integrator. So this the output voltage is directly proportional to the negative integral of input voltage and inversely proportional to the time constant RC. If this inversely proportional means we can see that this is the output directly proportional to 1 by RC and input output directly proportional to input of minus V by V in. If the input is sine wave, the output will be cosine wave. because integration is there. The input is square wave, then output will be triangular because square integration will be triangular. For accurate integration, time period of input signal must be longer than this input. Suppose that this is the signal, its time period t again longer than RC, or this is the condition integration for good integrations. Again this is the input, and when we integrate the square waveform we will get the rectangular waveform. This is the input and this is the output. This is sine wave and is opposite to the cosine wave after the integration. Next we will discuss about the comparator. Right now we have discussed about the integrator differentiation, then we will discuss about the comparator, how the comparator. So the voltage comparator circuit we will. So the voltage comparator circuit which compare the two voltages. It's a duty to compare the two voltages. Switch the output either high or low. By comparing the two voltages, it switch the output. Output may be high or output may be. This depend on the which voltage is higher. A voltage comparator based upon the op-amp. Voltage comparator in inverting mode and non-inverting mode, two modes are possible. So the basic principle of behind this comparator, we will see. Suppose that this is the comparator, this is the positive, this is negative. There is no feedback in comparator. In op-amp there is feedback available. Comparator is there is no feedback in comparator. V saturation, it gives the always right output VCC plus saturation or VCC minus saturation. Suppose that this is the input V1 and input V2. If V1 input is greater than V2, then we will get the output. This is the output. So we will get the output equal to minus VCC saturation. If the input Vi is less than V2, so then we will get the output equal to plus VC saturation. How we are doing? Because V1 is applied on negative terminal, so if this is greater than positive terminal, so output we will get the negative VCC. If the positive terminal applied here, so we will get the positive output is here. This is the called it. So this is the called inverting and so we will discuss one by inverting terminals and non-inverting terminals. This is generally comparator. So in non-inverting comparators we will reference apply to inverting terminal voltages as compared to input on non-inverting terminals. When your voltage is to be compared with inputs goes above or references output voltages, so we will set the referential voltage. Here one voltage is inverting. This is the reference voltage. We can set the reference voltages or any terminal voltages. Suppose that is the reference voltages. So here this voltage here is equal to V divided by R1 plus R2 into R2. This is the fixed, and based on this here and here this also input is applied on here. So the concept behind this, so the inverting comparator reference voltage is applied. This is the called reference voltage. This is the called here references voltages that apply to on this circuit. This is the called reference voltages. That voltages we will apply here. The non-inverting comparator or reference voltages is applied to inverting, and the voltage will be compared to applied non-inverting terminals. When your voltage to be compared input goes to reference voltages above the reference voltages, whatever we have applied, this was reference voltages. The output of op-amp swing positive and negative vice versa. Actually, what the difference between the V input and V references, that will be a positive value and amplified to the infinitely by the op amp. Since there is a no feedback resistor RF